guys, it's Iz.
Hey guys, it's Naj.
Hey, it's Robyn.
Hi guys, it's Vich.
Guys, it's Bella.
And today we're here with season 4, episode 3 of Legacies. If you can tell, freshly cried my ass off this whole episode.
Honestly,
it was an emotional ride.
It was coming. That was what it was called. And Hope said the line.
Yeah. And we got literally in Elijah, Klaus, Rebecca, every mention, as they should.
Okay, let's try to break this down because we're just gonna be like completely all over the place. So fucking emotional.
I'll grab myself right now. I am sorry.
I'm just okay. What happened? Okay. In the beginning, Ethan made what's his face? What was his name?
Blake.
He's a monster, and it was he's making a fucking army.
That's why I've been said this. Like, I thought it was going to be real monsters. I didn't think it was going to be humans because I was like, I said he gonna probably make an army or something. He better make an army with all the monsters he has, and he going to use humans instead.
And then he made Hope kill a human.
He knew what he was doing. Cause I was like, it has to be a monster that Malivore made.
Okay, but I don't understand. He doesn't want her to be a tribrid. Why? No, you know what? Because the vision he had needed to have her make that decision. She had
so he could kill her.
Yeah, so he could kill her. So he forced her to become. He made the choice for her.
I hate to see it.
Oh. And was even more crazy that like everybody looked at her like, and then it was like, well, and then Larry Thomas said, "We're not believing you." Y'all looked at her like she fucking purposely did it.
Someone. Yeah.
Like she purposely did it. Oh my god! My head kind of rambled a little
words.
bit.
I just have no words.
What happened after that? I don't even know what happened after that.
Clark's whole speech about her becoming her father or being her father's daughter.
Yeah.
All because he was not ready. Okay. All because he was not ready. He didn't have to go to the team.
He had no right to go there. He already said that in season 1. He had no right to go there again. Like, I know he's frustrated, but he had no right to go there.
No right to throw her father in her face like that. And especially when it was a life-threatening fucking moment.
It's no one's choice but her own. It is her choice. But mind you, Malivore's basically forcing her to become a tribrid now.
Yeah.
And like Clark saying, are you willing? I mean, okay, yes. Are you willing to give up Landon and Cleo's life in order to become the tribrid? She's basically, oh my God, I can't.
He's dead to her. And Caleb does the exact same thing just for Cleo.
Landon is alive. And yet.
Okay, but here.
The fact that Hope went to Raphael to ask him to make sure that Landon would be okay with her choice. I cannot do
how many surprises we got this freaking episode? I lost count after 3.
See, no, but that was a good 213 parallel because he said, I don't know if I could make that choice. He said you had to do, and she literally did, and she knew that Landon would be okay with it, but she needed Roth's advice. She needed Roth's forgiveness.
Yes.
Like her going through with like the tribrid transformation, she might end up killing Landon and Cleo in the process of destroying Malivore.
And so she almost needed Roth's permission to let go of Landon.
No, she needed Roth is the closest thing Landon has. Or he's the closest thing that she has to Landon. He is the closest thing. So she needed to know if Landon would be okay with this.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Which he would. He already knew he would. He already said to Alaric and Caleb that he would be willing, that he wanted them to kill him, like kill his body, rather than let Hope become the tribrid. Yeah. So they're on the same fucking page just for each other. They're sacrificing for each other. Just like Hope's willing to give up her like one true love in order to save everyone else.
Okay, but the real question is like who is going to come down to who is going to sacrifice themselves first in order to save the other one. That's the real question.
Because Malivore is about to use this shit out of Landon next episode to Hope.
Yes, and the thing is, there was a mention there was a mention that Malivore said that Landon said his last words were, if you strike me down, I'm only gonna come back more powerful. Landon said that when he oh my god.
Landon's because it's a Star Wars line.
True. I mean, I don't watch Star Wars, so like I don't know.
I was like, when the he say that?
Yeah, I was like that, Malivore, when he said that.
I was like,
what?
I was like, he's communicating with him in the prison world? That means that he had to come into contact with him before he taken over the prison world then.
Share a mind, remember?
Yeah, true.
Over and over again that they share a mind.
But the thing is, only Malivore can share a mind with him. Yeah, so Landon doesn't know what's going on in Malivore's head.
Yeah, so that also confirms that Landon that Cleo was talking to wasn't really Landon at all.
Yeah. Okay, and if you strike me down, I only become more powerful is an Obi-Wan Kenobi line, which, hello, 304, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'll be like Obi-Wan going in, nothing.
Please, it's the way I'm not connecting them dots. Thankfully you're here to help us.
It's a Handon parallel to 304 because she literally, because they basically foreshadowed it in 304. He's like, I'll just be going into, whatever with the tractor beams. And she's like, he died, didn't he?
Oh my God.
Robyn, stop.
I'm seeing this live at 4K, guys, right now.
So he's going to die first.
Okay.
Stop. So he's gonna die first?
Like, make a comment down below and say that, because that's it was literally fucking foreshadow in 304.
Okay.
There's so many parallels throughout this whole episode. Like we'll get into that later. But there's a lot.
Right.
Yes.
We talked about the Roth thing. Let's talk about the fact that, okay, I thought when Cleo jumped into the ice cream thing or whatever.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't.
And then I saw Jed and I was like, okay, I will be truthful. I was like, okay, she's out. But then
I was like, no.
I was like, okay, wait, this doesn't seem right.
Doesn't seem right. Like, that's what happened to Landon.
No, Jed wouldn't hug her.
Jed would not hug her.
He don't know her. Oh no, he knows her, but like
knows her a little bit.
He wouldn't. He would a little bit.
Yeah, like I don't.
Is when you don't see somebody for a very long time, or like you do not like basically like in Cleo's circumstance, she will hug anybody she sees,
and then,
no matter who they are.
And then he also said that she hope might be.
What I'm saying is Jed would not hug her back the way he did.
Oh,
true.
He was.
I don't know.
I think it wasn't one.
No, but that basically confirms that the Landon that Cleo saw last episode was not Landon. It was Malivore tricking her. Which basically
where the hell is Landon? Where is Landon?
I think Larry saw the real one.
Okay,
I think Larry can saw the real one.
We'll go through everything.
We'll go through everything first, and then we can rant about stuff, whatever. After that, they had the party for Hope, or the twin. No, because when she came out, she had the party for Hope,
which is parallels close in Elijah's goodbye party.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That shit crushed me. But I was bawling.
Should have been there. Should have been there. Like they're telling stories and everything.
Yeah, I missed his presence.
All right. When Hope disposed in class, I'm like, damn, I wish I could seen it. Y'all got professors, never seen it.
Oh yeah, that would have been funny.
I go to class, didn't see it.
I felt Landon's presence because I think she would want him there. But like she did the whole thing on his room. She's so sick.
She's sick.
Okay, no, we'll get to that. We will get to that. But like the party, and then the twins taking her and going and doing that magic, which parallels Elena.
Right. Elena parallel, yeah, when she's about to go into sleep and Bonnie made the spell to say goodbye to her.
And the tree, that's the fucking tree.
That's the tree. That's what I said.
It kills Hope. Oh my God.
That's the tree.
That's the tree that kills Hope.
Now the trees made the tree that you're gonna fucking kill Hope.
Right, not trying to make it turn from the tree of life. Yeah, the tree of death.
The tree of death, yeah.
Force them to do that tree. Somehow he knew that they were gonna make that tree. And so he needed them to make that. That's the tree that's from his vision.
Malivore is so fucking smart because he has all the
Cleo told him the whole damn tea.
Yeah, exactly. And then
tell him this.
And then his host is literally the most smartest boy in the world. So he had it all.
Yeah.
To describe Hope.
He told him the whole tea. I was like, what?
Okay, so we had the tree.
Yes.
Who's next?
Parallels. Then we had between Hope and Alaric.
Hope and Alaric.
Yeah, Hope and Alaric.
Yeah.
That was Danielle's favorite scene.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
That scene made me cry specifically just because of how much Hope has been wanting a family.
Yeah.
He said that she was part of his
family.
The picture he pulled out.
Sister,
shut the fuck up.
Sisterhood is
They made the.
And they kept up with their panda promise. They kept up with their panda promise.
Yeah,
we've been saying all along, sisterhood is magic.
No, but the fact that the sisters help with Hope, and I mean MG also. MG he later.
Caleb and MG thing.
Yeah, the Caleb and MG did say it was Hope's choice, so he gets props.
Yep, he did. I knew he was gonna betray him. He was diverging him.
No, because Caleb's out here is screaming at Hope, and then he gonna do all that for Cleo. He doesn't even know her. Exactly. Oh my god, I cannot.
I cannot believe that.
Where is the outrage over Caleb doing this for Cleo, saying he's obsessed and shit like that? Yet
I knew he was like this since 2016, because the way that he simply ignored Landon in that fucking newspaper to suddenly break his neck to save her when she literally stabbed Hope the fucking day out before, and then he sits here and goes to the man that could literally easily kill him.
Hope is in love with Landon. They are in love. Caleb just doesn't even barely know Cleo, and yet not one person.
He barely even had her attention.
It's the same fucking thing, and yet no one's.
It's the same thing, but nothing.
Exactly.
Okay.
This man, he's.
Get to the.
I know.
Okay, so the scene, and then Freya.
I cried with that too.
Listen,
it was so bad.
That was not needed.
I cried.
That was not needed. Okay, listen. I knew. I'll bring it up later. Okay, Freya. So Freya was the one who was going to help Hope take her last breath, which, yes, that's understandable. Yes. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it, get straight into it. She took her last breath in Landon's room.
On Landon's
bed.
I noticed that.
Surrounded by candles like 304.
I cannot do this. If all I ever have is the memory of the way he loves me, I will survive this.
Fucking collapse.
So she took her last breath in his bed. On the side that he sleeps on.
Yeah, that was her safe.
Yes.
Guys, I'm not. No, listen. When she, I'm gonna cry. When she dropped her arm, I was like, oh.
We heard her.
But the fact that she talked about
we heard her last heartbeat. We heard her last heartbeat.
Her last heartbeat.
I just got done crying. Guys.
That's our baby. She's our baby.
I cannot. We birthed this kid. We see her we see how the parents made her. We saw her mom get pregnant. We saw her almost die on her birth. We saw her grow up. We saw her get possessed by the hollow. We saw her fall in love. We saw her almost die.
Stop.
1, 2, 3. I can't.
Listen, what got me was the whole thing about Hope, was about Haley and Klaus, where she was like, she goes, you are sacrificing the one person you love the most.
Yes.
People you don't even know. And I was like, are you kidding me?
The whole speech took me out because she feared that she'll be like her father.
Nice. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And just hoping, worried that she was going to lose a piece of her mom.
Yeah, she was scared of losing her good side.
And Freya just being like, your mom was without a fight.
Oh my god, no, but the thing that what gets me, I can't get over it, is the whole thing. It's like, she loves her dad so much, but she's so afraid to turn out like the bad parts of him. That's why she said, I know there's a lot of stuff about my dad that I loved, but what happens if I become that part that everybody else hated?
The part that Alaric basically pointed out and what he was worried about.
The part that Landon never saw. The one that she wants to be is the part that Landon always brought out in Klaus. So she, not only did she die in his bed, she died surrounded by his things. That's why Freya brought up the fact you're dying, you're sacrificing the one person you love in order to save, because that's who she is. It's been her. And I'm sorry, but fuck anybody who says she chooses Landon over everybody else.
Anybody can fight me on that. Anybody can freaking fight me on that because she died with the one person is like a second mom to her, with the love of her life, things surrounding her. Like, if anybody says that she's obsessed with him or she will choose him constantly over anybody else, it's fucking wrong.
It's not even about Landon anymore. It's about her.
It's not even about Landon anymore.
To other people. This is not even about Landon anymore.
It's her choice for her to become the full tribrid. It's her choice.
You can't, like, she's gonna have to do this regardless. It's not even about Landon anymore. This is about Malivore consuming other people and making them a fucking army. She can't keep doing loopholes. This bit had to happen. She can't do any loopholes.
This parallels to, what was it? To 13. This parallels to 13 when she chose the Saltzmans over Landon.
Yeah.
When he said it's better to save 6 people than 1.
And that's exactly what Robyn says, is that it parallels 113 or 213 because he says in the bed, he goes, I don't think I will be able to do what you've done, but he understood, just like he would understood why she's doing this. Because I don't understand how people can't see how that's true love right there.
Endgame shit, guys. That is true love endgame shit.
Please, I'm about to collapse, please.
It's fucking endgame. No, I cannot get over that scene at the end because everything, they literally said, everything is coming full fucking circle.
And the shit that even Freya said about you are willing to sacrifice the person that you love to save the greater good, and you don't even know those people. That shit really rocked my fan right there, just because of how. And she needed to go to Raphael for his approval.
And when she asked, what's it gonna feel like?
Yeah.
Freya was like, it's gonna feel like there's nothing.
And I feel like she's not gonna be able to process that moment of light coming in because Landon's gonna be gone.
Because he is her light.
Please.
Which means that's what lead her to go full blast on.
He was the only one. He was the only one in that freaking school that saw her as somebody other than a freaking Michelson.
That wanted to talk to her. I mean, obviously Lizzie and them tried to talk to her over those times, but he was the only one that succeeded in breaking her barrier.
He did not judge her because of her father or her family or her family's name. He did not judge her. If it wasn't for Landon, she would not be friends with Josie right now. She would not have a superstar.
Her dad. He saw her dad the way that she saw him. Like, come on, man.
If anybody says that Hope and Landon they don't have no chemistry or they're a toxic couple, shut the fuck up. Literally shut the fuck up. Just because this episode freaking proved it. This episode
proved it. That ending scene fucking proved it. Because she constantly had been told that her love for Landon was toxic. Her love for Landon was consuming. It was not consuming. It never was. Landon loved Hope for who she was.
It was a consuming love in a good consuming way because she went 2 years with survivor's guilt. And then he came in and swooped her off her feet and showed her how to love again, showed her how to open up to other people.
That it's okay after losing somebody, that there is love still outside in that world. Especially after losing his parents.
How to hope again.
No,
he showed her how to hope again.
Hope was her hope.
And if we're talking about all consuming love, add fucking Caleb to the list right now.
Yeah.
Because he knew Cleo for 5 fucking seconds, and now he put everybody on blast. So I want
it. Okay, Caleb's fucking irrelevant right now because no,
that motherfucker became a dragon hybrid. I'm telling y'all, the way that y'all was betraying Hope, you better betray his ass when he comes back. That's all I gotta say. He won with the enemy to save one person. I don't even think he don't give a fuck about no Ethan. He don't give a fuck about Ethan because he didn't know Ethan. He was literally jealous that MG and Ethan was fucking chilling. So fucking move me away with he's saying he's worrying about this. He only cares about getting Cleo, and he don't give a fuck about no Ethan. Okay? So
he literally took Hope while she was fucking dead.
He took her in this all-consuming love. You better add his ass to it too.
Made a deal.
Add his ass to it too.
He made a deal.
And when Cleo comes back, he just better get her ass. They just better date. I swear to God.
He took Hope's body when she was dead. She's resting to transition into a vampire. He took her while she was dead.
Took her the fuck up. She didn't even get a chance to sit the fuck down on the bed. She didn't even get warm in the bed. When Cleo comes back, he just better fucking ask her out, and she better fucking say yes. Because if you did that all for nothing, you're going to fucking hear from me every single episode. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
This is probably why he goes to Cleo for guidance, because he fucked up. And Hope's going to call him out on his shit when she wakes up.
I knew once he talked about how he don't want to lose nobody else, he was going to go bold. He was going to go full on crazy for her.
Okay.
I knew it.
Okay. Let's take a breath. Let's talk about Finch and Josie, just so we can.
Oh my God!
Don't even get me started.
That forest scene. Oh my God!
Wait.
Hold on.
Hope's revelation, or Josie's revelation that Hope inspired her, was literally about Finzi. It's exactly what I fucking called.
Let me say something.
Great time.
Because we saw Finch on the promo. She's not gonna run. She's gonna stick around with Josie.
Yeah,
she's gonna be the one.
Well, that's what Kaylee said. Kaylee said that Finch is in the last episode. This is
of course.
Yeah, and they have a scene. They have a big scene on the last episode. That's what Kaylee said.
They're getting the head and
I love you scene.
When did we hear that speech before? I want someone to stay for me, or I just want someone that I love to stay for me.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
we heard.
I'm gonna make the parallel.
115, and then 116, we got the "I love you."
Yes.
Listen, a parallel season one-handed, because in 114, Landon walked off because he remember, because Hope lied to him about his mom. And then 115 that's what she said. And then 116, we're gonna get the "I love you" confession from Fincy. That's why she said, Finch literally said, "The person that I'm falling for."
Yep.
So,
we won, and listen. I teared up during that scene too, because she said when Josie was like, "For once," I was thinking about Penelope, and I was like, "Fuck," and even then, like her other, I was like, "Fuck."
She said I wasn't the only one thinking. I wasn't the only one thinking about Penelope when she said, "For once, I just want someone to love and stay." When I heard that, first my thought went to Penelope, and then the parallel between Hope and Landon in 115 and 116.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're just sick. Okay, can I say something? Like, Alaric told Hope to get things to surround her, and I was like, she's not gonna take anything from Landon, and then she goes to his fucking room surrounded by anything.
I was looking at the picture. I was like, okay, I'm surprised she didn't get the picture from the table.
Yeah, me.
Guys, listen. Alaric brought her to Landon's room.
Yeah.
Where Freya was waiting for her.
Exactly.
What if Freya was
Freya knows everything about Landon. She literally like, you willing to let go of
someone
said the
you
person
love. That you love the most. The most.
Yeah, she knows. And she stands it.
Hashtag team
Handon shipper, guys. She's a Handon shipper.
I swear to God, I'm never going to peace.
So we basically covered the entire episode. So
how there were so many.
There's so much shit.
We could
wait. And then Freya says, "Close your eyes." Come on, bitch.
Yeah.
I cried on that too. I was like, "We got 3 for 3."
No, I started crying. I started crying is when she's holding Freya, and then you just see Hope's hand go like that.
But no, her heartbeat. They really fucked us up with the heartbeat. Because her heartbeat slowing down, and then
like Twilight.
The thing is,
like Twilight.
Oh my God,
we heard her last heartbeat. We heard her take her last breath,
and then we saw her take her first breath in the originals.
Can you, Bella?
I'm sorry.
Leave. Why would you even say that?
And the thing that Freya mentioned is that everybody, since they found out that she existed, they've been trying to destroy her, and they were thinking that she was gonna destroy everybody because of her father. And then now she's scared of becoming the worst parts of him. Yeah. And Freya telling her that she's the best parts of the Michelson. That's literally why she was born. because she carries the legacies of the Michaelsons. Oh my god,
they paralleled that from season 1, from when the speech with Alaric and Hope in 102, where he goes, that is your father. They've been paralleling that, and that's why she cried, because she's been so scared to be that part of her dad that she's.
Okay, but what was I the only one that thought that she was going to, that they were taking her stuff with her because she was going to go back home?
I don't know. I was like, what is it? I didn't think. I was just like, what are they taking? Like, he said he leave some things because you'll be disoriented. I'm like, is she going somewhere? Like, I didn't know where she was going.
Because obviously when you turn into a vampire, like your senses are all heightened, your emotions are all heightened, so obviously you're not going to know where you are.
Yeah,
but the thing is, that's why they took her to Landon's room, so when she wakes up, she's in a familiar place. She's in a place that she felt most comfort.
Well, she ain't in it no more. She ain't in it no more, boo.
Okay,
Kayla swooped up. Like she was like she was.
No, I cannot.
Like she was fucking. Did on Strike? Did the dragon get Fiona? Didn't they pick somebody up? That's exactly what he did. He picked her up
and pulled the right? We wanted a flying scene, but it was not with Landon.
Right.
Caleb
we didn't even
magically fucking got wings. He got wings and he's like, skirt, bye. I don't know.
No, I better get some Handon next week because I can't do this. Cannot.
Are they imitating like a vampire, like with a bat and everything?
Anyways, what were we saying? Sorry.
Who's talking?
Was I talking?
I think so. I told him, I said we should stop since he went off camera.
Oh yeah, that's what Nudge said. But I was just saying that the wings, like, are they imitating like the actual like vampire thing? You know, like when they turn into bats, but they only bring out the wings or whatever. But it's probably nothing. It's just a Malivore, a monster in Caleb.
It's probably a monster that Malivore already had in him. Like he has all the monsters in him, which means that he's making them drink from him. Means any monster in his fucking DNA or whatever he has is literally accessible.
Wait. The emojis today that the writers let out was a football, dragon, a knife, and a dragon.
Yeah.
What if Caleb's the dragon?
Yeah, he's the dragon.
Caleb's the dragon.
And the thing is, he don't seem to be lasting long because Hope comes. Well, we're not gonna discuss. We're gonna discuss. We'll move to the trailer before I dive into that.
Yeah. Well, the trailer's a whole nother story. I heard something towards the end.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear that shit until we just got on the podcast.
Oh my god, I'm flipping this shit right now.
I was like, what is this on my Twitter timeline? I was like, what is this on my Twitter timeline?
I'm literally how will I survive this week? I'll be a whole week grieving Hope Michael.
Okay, you ready to talk about the trailer?
The trailer?
I don't even know what happened in the trailer. I just know that the more badass part was Hope walking out that fucking trailer.
Wait, don't we need to talk about the ending first? The ending and then the trailer?
I mean, okay, well, the ending was okay. So we already knew that Caleb was going to betray MG. We already saw it behind the scenes, but I was literally thinking, I was like, it has to be either him doing it for Cleo or him getting possessed by Malivore. And I think we said that in the season 3 trailer episode that it either had to been him being possessed by Malivore or him betraying, or him and MG having a disagreement about telling Hope, the secret. Turned out to be Malivore. Caleb lied his ass off. He was like, listen, I see what you did. Like, no, you would not. No, you would not have seen his way. Because if it's against Cleo, it's going to cost. And he did as Drew. He just hurt him. Hurt MG, took the whole body and flew out the window and burnt the whole damn window. Lizzie comes in with some tea and shit, red, trying to see Hope. And MG, nobody's
gone.
There.
Nobody's
there. It goes out the window.
Okay, but have you noticed at least each one member in each episode has betrayed Hope? First it was Caleb, okay, and then the other one was Lizzie, and then MG, and then Josie and Lizzie came around, and then MG finally came around in episode 1. But Caleb has constantly, like, we've been building this up, like they've been foreshadowing it for a while.
He's literally a Lyric Junior with this shit. Like
a Lyric
Lyric Junior. Lyric was wild in season 7 of the Vampire Diaries. We forget. No, we did not forget. So he's definitely falling in his shoes because they're too alike. There is no way that this dude he's trying to have me believe that he's doing it for the greater good. No, you're not. You're doing it for the greater Cleo. And like I said, when you get her, everything better fall into place. Dragon boy, because I swear to God. Now let's get to the trailer.
He has only known Cleo for like what, 5 minutes? That's it. Hope and Landon have been dating for a year. They're fucking in love. He's not in love with Cleo. Like what? Oh my god. Anyway, let's get to the trailer.
I don't know.
Guys.
Okay.
We gotta talk about Hope on the other side.
What?
The boat.
Oh my god.
I mean, how did we forget that? That was the ending. That was like that was middle to the ending. Okay, so go ahead, Robyn. That's you right there.
Yep.
That's Limbo.
Is she gonna see Landon?
Sticks. I think that's where she's gonna see Landon. I always said that's where she's gonna see Landon.
Yeah, because she said, "Is this peace?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "Think it's peace, boo."
Because the river Styx on one side is death, on the other side is where you find peace. Chiron is literally the ferryman to take you across purgatory in order to get to peace. My bet is Landon goes across the boat.
Oh my god.
I'll bet that she probably goes to get on the boat and Landon stops her. And that's the whole see you on the other side shit.
If you don't.
A parallel from freaking 304? We're getting a parallel from 304. And then you're probably gonna get that prove it scene. I don't know who wants it, but the prove it parallel.
That would be me.
Yeah, it's Robyn.
Oh yeah, Robyn, that was you.
We're
gonna get that.
Getting the fucking we've got how many parallels from 304 today?
A lot. And especially from the originals. I was crying the whole episode.
So
Not
many.
even 5 minutes in, I was crying.
I know you already talked about this, but I fucking called the close your eyes scene.
Yeah. Let this be
I said which one? Forget.
Because if I don't get Handon next week, I'll literally walk into a traffic. I will stop in front of a bus and I'll let them hit me. I swear to God.
I already said we were going to get the Handon reunion in 404. I've always said
this one.
Okay, but the thing is, that's what I was saying. I agree with Robyn because Brett writes 304, and 304 is basically a whole season from not 304. 404 is basically a whole season from 304. So like there's something, and plus that's the season finale too. That was supposed to be the season finale. So like we're about to get something.
We're about to eat.
What happened is they're gonna find each other. We're gonna get the reunion, and they're gonna make a plan to come back together. Only Landon doesn't make it back, and she wakes up thinking he's dead because Chiron offered peace to her. There's literally peace on the other side. Peace would also mean Haley, Klaus, like people that have died, all of that. She would literally not have to wake up at all. She wouldn't even become the tribe. She didn't even have to wake up, right?
So she has that choice to wake up or not.
And do you not remember how Roth said, if anyone deserves peace or if anyone can find peace, it's Landon?
It's Landon.
Oh. They literally foreshadowed it in the exact same episode. She thinks Landon's at peace probably, or if Malivore dies, then Landon will be at peace. So she has to make a choice once again. Either she gets to be at peace and, you know, be with her family, or she has to go back and finish saving everyone. So she's going to probably make the choice to have peace, and that's when Landon's going to find her.
We'll never know any peace.
That parallels also what Freya said.
Yeah.
About the fact that she was talking about, you know, what was it? Shit. How she would feel. She would feel nothing. So the idea of peace rather than nothing, which one is she going to choose?
Especially since Roth already said, if any one of us can find peace, it's Landon.
Yep.
Hope can make the choice of going to find Landon in peace, because if he's going to die, that's probably where he is.
I think this is going to parallel 305, where she's in the therapy box and she chooses to stay with that Landon because that's the closest Landon that she has. So I feel like I feel like we're going to get a parallel of her also wanting to stay in peace just because of Landon's there.
Also, he's gonna try to tell her not to. He's gonna tell her to go.
If you remember Wolf's conversation, he also said it depends on how you look at it. It's not a prison if you look at it differently.
Yeah.
So that's how she felt in the therapy box. That could be how she feels in where she is now. If she finds Landon, she could decide to just stay there with him, and he's probably the one that convinces her to go back.
So to go back.
We're about to get a whole goodbye
Listen,
in the
Or
piece.
if she,
okay,
or if, hold on.
305 parallel. She says, I'm not ready to say goodbye. And he's like, I know, but we can do it together. 1,
No.
2, 3.
No.
And then that
See you
time,
on the other side.
And then the thing is
I'm
like with
counted
the
on it.
theory, with the theory I told you guys in the group chat with the like after that whole like thing happens when they say like goodbye in the parallel to 305, she wakes up, but like before she wakes up, she gets memories of like memories
Landon.
flooding back of
Yeah.
Landon, and hopefully we can get a memory of them first meeting, because like it kind of goes through like it's basically a little story of them.
Yeah. I'll literally collapse if that happens.
And then we also forgot the merge.
Oh yeah, Lizzie.
Yeah, we forgot about that.
The fact that Dorian was the only one that actually sat there and think about what the plan is, and Alert was so about hiding and looking for resources, he totally just not fucking caring, because Dorian had to do the meds for him. And the fact that Lizzie was like, you want to tell me more information? Like, we need to know, like, you know, would being a vampire help stop this, which means foreshadow heretic Lizzie. Give it to me.
We got heretic Lizzie tease.
Give it to me. Give it to me. She said she would
just cannot say shit and you need to give it to us.
Give it to
writers.
What I don't understand is why the fuck did Freya leave her body?
What?
Why was the body in charge of MG?
No words.
Freya just killed Hope and then said, peace, I'm out.
And went to get a milkshake.
She mentioned she was gonna go get a milkshake.
So
I'm guessing that she's gonna be in 304, and then I think she mentioned Bex, so she's gonna come in 305 in a 405.
I thought Freya was gonna be there for longer because she's probably gonna help Hope with the magic, because Hope mentioned how, you know, when she becomes a vampire, like, you know, witches experience, you know, magic laws. But
okay, this is a thing that kind of is why do they call it a tribrid if she may or may not get her magic back? Isn't the purpose of her to be all three?
Yeah, so I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but I thought she was gonna stay in case they try to do that plot line, and she just dipped for a fucking milkshake. She said to see the birth of a tribrid, and she ain't the fuck there. She just did let her be
a protection spell. Shouldn't they put up a barrier that nobody could enter?
Freya sat here and said, "Take your heart, then dip."
Damn, everyone always going through Landon's room.
Going through his room, then dipped. She got her milk. Why she come back? Where's Hope, guys? Fuck, she might not even come back. Wow. She couldn't even say.
Oh wait, that's in the trailer. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I mean,
why would she leave?
There's a whole lot of parallels in this episode.
Yeah, there's so much.
The one that broke me the most is probably the one from 513 and from season 1 of the originals.
Okay, so we're done with the episode. We're doing the trailer now.
Yeah, Malivore is just going messy.
Malivore's smart, but he's smart. Ooh, he's an ass. He
found out the way to destroy her, and the fact that the twins made the tree that's going to potentially destroy her. Come on.
Okay, why is it the heart? She heard the heartbeat. The heartbeat was made her kill a human and make the decision to become a tribrid, and the heartbeat is the last thing she heard before she died.
It's always the quietness always after Robyn says something.
I'm just emotionally all over the place.
I had to gather myself so I don't bawl my eyes out on
and then the trailer,
I'm an ugly crier.
So much happened in the trailer.
I totally joked about that party being a funeral, and I guess I was right.
You was.
Robyn, you are always right.
The fact that we got a funeral party before her actual birthday.
That's sick.
With Klaus.
Also, just FYI, in my Malivore story that I wrote, I had Josie calling Freya for help.
Yes.
But didn't Alaric call Freya though? Because he's like, I think I know who to call.
Yeah, I think it was.
I thought Josie did.
I don't think
No, I think Josie called Dorian.
Oh, Josie
called Dorian, but and then
Dorian
and then Alaric
all around.
Yes.
Dorian deserves an award for this episode.
I wish she was snarkier though. We didn't get enough snarky help. We didn't get enough of her telling her where everyone should shove it.
Yeah.
Right, she did in the first half, like 3 minutes in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Like, okay, guys.
Also, the pictures
Going on, I could not keep track.
pictures that she took with her were literally pictures they took that day.
Yeah.
It was the same
That's
outfits.
cute.
It was the same outfits.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hope just want to be surrounded by family so much. I wanna cry.
And like I said,
I wish Landon was there. I wish fucking Landon was there, man.
Yeah, honestly.
He should have been there for that dinner.
He really wasn't there.
again, like I said, the fact that Josie made the realization through Hope's sacrifice that she wants to be with someone who loves her like Finch when she merge is like damn good foreshadowing for later.
Okay. I gotta get to it.
Trailer.
See you on the other side.
I'm counting on it.
Is that Landon or Malivore? Because
I think that's Landon. Okay, I think that's Landon. I'm going with Robyn on this. It's Landon.
It has to be.
It has to be, or I'm gonna go insane because
it has to be Landon. Because
that's walk into traffic with you. I will walk into traffic with you, Bit. If it's
not
Landon.
We're all holding hands because
we'll hold hands and walk into traffic.
No,
I'll be with you with my clown suit on.
Because that's the way it's gonna be. Is every fourth episode we get a Handon episode. It's a Handon thing, right? Every fourth episode.
Finale.
And this is a season finale. And every season finale, we have one of them sacrificing themselves for the other or something, right?
Or one of them magically melts.
16, Hope jumps into Malivore, right? In 216, they literally both don't wake up. Like he's willing to sacrifice himself for everyone. In the season 3 finale, we had Landon like leaving, like gone, like melting. So the season 4 finale is, or not finale, sorry, season 3 finale literally should be she's gonna see him. They're gonna say see you on the other side, because 304 was supposed to be the season 2 finale.
Yes.
Season 3. 404 is supposed to be the season 3 finale. So Landon melted in the season 2 finale, and now in the season 3 finale, the see you on the other side, which was in the exact same episode, literally a season later, is going to come back and say see you on the other side, and she's going to wake up and he's not.
Oh my God.
Which can foreshadow when she woke up.
She still
Landon wasn't there.
His body.
She's gonna.
But she still loses him regardless, and she's a tribrid, so she loses it, and that's why she leaves.
I feel like that when she leaves, she turns off her humanity.
Yeah.
And that's when we get our 109 parallel.
She already assumed becoming the tribrid meant that it was going to kill Landon, and so she's going to believe that that's what happened.
No, next week.
It really does parallel the 301 though, because if you think about it, is that entire time she didn't want to wake up because she knew that Landon was.
Yeah.
But then now she knows that she doesn't know, but she thinks that when they wake up, they're both going to be there. So she's able to wake up. But when she wakes up and he's not woken up and he's dead completely, she's going to go off the complete rails, and she's going to, which again, she's going to turn her humanity off. And then the only
keep going. I'm sorry.
The only person who's going to be able to turn it back on is Landon. Because he for one, I don't want to say he's the reason, but he's the reason it's going to be turned off, and he's going to be the way that turn it back on.
Well, I think, they're going to see you on the other side, and she's like, they're going to have some sort of plan, and she's going to wake up as a tribrid. She's going to kill Malivore because they obviously came up with a plan in order to save his soul. What if they put his soul in her necklace or something?
Robyn, please.
Because Freya said something about the necklace, and Hope was like, it's the only piece I have left of him or something.
No, it's the only piece I have left of family. She mentioned her family. It wasn't because of Landon.
Yes, but they put Elijah in a necklace. Who's to say you can't put Landon in a necklace?
It was Freya's pendant, though.
But still, it's still something that meant something. It doesn't have to be a pendant. It's still,
Yeah.
They pointed out the necklace on purpose. They don't do anything by chance. Everything on purpose. And they pointed out the necklace on purpose. Landon also had the necklace with him in 304 when he melted in the prison world and brought it back to her. That was what Malivore used in order to prove, or like quote unquote prove that was Landon. So the necklace is still going to come into play. So when she comes back, she's going to kill him thinking that she could put his soul back, and then it doesn't work somehow. And he's going to die in her arms.
Robyn, please.
Robyn, you have.
We're not ready for that.
I will never.
Okay, if I just barely got through this episode, I do not know how the hell I'm going to get through next.
I kind of wish it was an episode we watched together.
Just the one.
You're a good thing.
No, I mean, well, and I can't stay until Thursday. So.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
I think. I don't know. I think we covered pretty much everything.
I just we are still processing everything. Honestly,
I think we should process everything. Like, honestly,
More things later, but this was an emotional episode.
It was a really emotional episode.
It surprised us. The writers did really good with surprising us with two characters that
and these are
it didn't even get out to the media.
This is two new writers too. Thomas helped, but these are two brand new writers. So congrats, guys, because the episode was freaking amazing.
So good. You guys did really good. You made me bawl my eyes out. You did really good with the writing.
I literally cried.
What is it
The
called?
whole episode.
Thomas always writes that, and then Brett always writes the finale.
Yeah. So okay, let's get straight into our MVP and our scene of the episode. So we'll do it the way that we announced. So me, Naj, Robyn, Vit, and then Bella. So I'm gonna go first. MVP Hope Michelson. There's no question about it. She literally shined this episode. I knew she was gonna break my heart, but you're forgiven. She's literally one of the best television characters that I've ever watched, like ever. I will protect this girl with everything that I have. Favorite scene? I gotta go with the scene with Freya. That was just the fact that she took her last breath on Landon's bed, and the fact that Alaric said she needs to be surrounded by the stuff that makes her feel safe, or whatever he said, and the fact she died in his room. Landon might have not been there, but he was there because she was in his room. She took her last breaths in the love of her life's room, and just because of that scene. Not only was that's not the only reason why that was my favorite scene, but the fact that it just comes full circles with the fact that Hope has never been obsessed with Landon. That she's always put everything above him. She loves him, don't get me wrong, and she'll do anything to protect him. But she's not obsessed with him. She's never been obsessed with him. And the fact that Freya, who barely is around, sees that's the line. You will sacrifice the one person you love the most in the world to save people she doesn't even know, because she doesn't want to kill any more people. She doesn't want to. And the fact that Malivore was doing all this stuff to make her kill somebody, she knew what she had to do. We all knew from the beginning that she had to do this. And I think that the way they did it was freaking perfect. I don't see it happening any other way. I was like, oh, they're going to rip her heart out. She's going to get into a fight and she's going to get killed. No. They had her die in Landon's room with her aunt by her side, knowing that she's a different person from her parents, which brings up what I've always said is Hope wants to make the Michelson name live on in a different way than her parents did. She wants to better herself. She wants to better herself as a Michelson. And that scene just freaking proves it. I will never, ever get over that scene at all. Like that was
Okay. For me, MVP is obviously Hope Michelson. Once again, she did what she had to do in order to save everybody. Like, this is not just this whole scenario of y'all literally been saying for like 3 seasons that Hope prioritized Landon over everyone. But truth be told, she's literally giving him up to save people that she'll never see, never know, never encounter, and in the process, giving her only choice away without a second thought to save, to prevent Malivore from taking other people's lives. She literally killed someone today because she thought that it was easily going to get over Malivore, and she's been tiptoeing around this for essentially months, thinking that there's a way for her to destroy Malivore using magic, or trying to use, a clone, or like a simulant in her blood. It all came down to this episode, to this day, and the way that we got to see it in such a way that not only was her choice still, and it didn't get taken away from her, was amazing, which is why my favorite scene of this whole episode was definitely her and Freya, because we've always heard, when like Malivore said to Cleo last episode that he made it seem like she's going to be this scary, supernatural creature on Earth, and that she'll be just like her dad, and that everybody been scared of her since she was born, and the fact that Freya assured her that she is just like her mom and dad, but in a better way, and knowing that Hope is going to essentially be able to, finally grasp that after Alaric said that shit to her in 102, that she was acting like her father, and the way like in 304 and people like laughed and like clowned her father, she's going to continue this legacy. And I know they're proud of her up there. And just knowing that, taking her last breath and hearing it, and knowing that she's still surrounded by Landon's presence, smelled his spirit, that shit will always hit for me. One of the best episodes out of the 4 seasons thus far. So.
My MVP is Hope, obviously. And I'm gonna go with the Hope and Rock scene because she was, in a sense, saying goodbye to Landon by going through the only person that was closer to him that was as close to him as she was. It was like through him, she was able to make peace with her decision and say goodbye to Landon while also knowing that, while also getting reassurance that she was making the right choice, because the only person that she really truly wanted to know from was Landon. And so going to Roth was the most important thing to her because it was like having Landon with her. And the fact that he said, I learned that from Landon, and then talked about how Landon would want everyone else to be safe over himself, and how he learned that from Hope. It just proves how strong their love is and how amazing their love is. And two people who are so in love but willing. See, that's the thing with love, because if you love someone, you're willing to let them go because their happiness means more to you than your own. And Hope proved that in season 2. And if you're trying too hard to hold on to something, then you don't love that person, which is why I think I'm going to parallel this to the Finzi scene, because Josie walking away and saying you need to take your time just basically shows, even though, and saying that she deserves to be loved, just basically shows that she does actually in fact love Finch, and she's willing to let Finch go or walk away from Finch to make that decision on her own rather than be mad at her about it. And so again, Hope and Roth was like, it was just a beautiful scene, and it just really, the fact that Roth can see how much Hope and Landon love each other is just beautiful, and that's his brother, and that's family. So
okay, we cannot choose other person than Hope Mixon. Like, she's gonna be the MVP for all of us, I think, because she was so scared of going through this. She was scared of losing her good side, of losing the piece of her mom. And damn, Malarkey just threw her face that she might become the worst part of her dad. I hate that man, let me say it. He did one thing right this episode, and it was that call Frey, and that's it. I think that, oh my, I wasn't ready to see Hope going through this. It was a whole process. All she wanted was to have a family, and she had that taken away from her so soon. And then she'd go to the school, and then she only was able to actually open up to this family when Landon came to the school. And it is so loud. Like he was the one who get through her and put her walls down and make her like accept that you can love again. You can have people. You have to trust that we will stay. And then I think my favorite scene is probably with Freya. Like the Microsons, yeah, they would do anything for their loved ones, but they never would be selfless enough to let their loved one go to protect an innocent person. And Hope did that. And what she gonna get? Anyways, that's for next week.
So my MVP is obviously Hope freaking Michelson, because since they found out her existence, people have been trying to kill her. People have been trying to come at her to make sure her existence wasn't possible. But look, she's here now, and she got her family taken away so soon, like Vit said. And just with her being so scared that she was going to lose a part of her mom and be the worst of her dad was so heartbreaking, because she has worked so hard to fight the evil in her that she kind of had to come to terms with it, that she needed to do this in order to save innocent people and let the one that she loves the most die, or probably not even possibly come back. And that's one thing that the Michelsons could not do, but she can. My favorite scene probably has to be the one where Hope is dying. That's probably really cliche, but the one where Freya says, just close your eyes, breathe. And when we slowly got her heart slowing down, that's probably my favorite scene, just because we saw her take her first breath in the originals, and then we saw her take her last for becoming the full tribrid. That's probably my favorite thing.
Okay. Guys, this was a really, I'm actually really happy we saw this episode in Covington, because Robyn and I are Conyers right now. We're about 15 minutes from Covington. I'm just really happy with this episode. Like, I wasn't, I was expecting this episode to be good, but I wasn't expecting it to be like that good. Gosh, I am so excited for the real season 4. Like, I don't even, like, just trust me. I'm so excited for season 4 that it's Iman was right when she said that this season's really good.
And this is not even season 4 yet. Like, this is literally still season 3. And the fact that like, we've complained, well, not essentially, but like some of us complained about, characters having like their own like flaws. And the fact that even though Caleb done people dirty, we're seeing some of these characters do something that's like shocking. Like, we're getting shocked by you. Fucking action. It's getting dark.
It's getting dark.
Like it's getting dark. Like, these people are expanding into their own characters instead of letting Hope always save the day. We're seeing different people's opinions, how they interpret their own plans, how everybody's here is going to clash, which is something that, a lot of shows have. Not everyone's going to agree with Hope actions. And the fact that even though, Caleb did, do some dirty, we're seeing these characters develop in the way that we wanted since season 2. And I just can't wait to see these characters progress more. Like, we're getting plots that we've wanted. The merge is being touched again. I just been like basically vaguely touched for a while. Like, this no more kidding around the roof. Like, this Malivore stuff is literally going to be like the second thing on everybody's mind. Now these characters are going to head into their own progression, their own way, their own path, their own real storyline. And the fact that Hope and Landon are essentially going to grow and then come back, I just can't wait.
Okay.
We're seeing Hope as a full tribrid. Like,
Okay, Fur just put something in chat, and I have to read it because this is fucking mind-blowing. First off, we know that Caleb stole Hope's body. We don't know exactly when Hope opened her eyes in limbo and how long the difference was between Caleb stealing her body and when she met Chiron, right? So he said, and we know that Malivore can put monsters into people and he can affect their minds. So he said, what if the peace thing Hope is seeing is just produced by a monster that can make dreams like the night hag to gain time until she dies before she could drink blood? And that's where Landon comes in. Since his connection with Malivore, he can get to the dream like he did in 401 to save them.
So he's gonna make her wake up and not die.
So, like, he's making her think that she's actually dead, or that she's dreaming this, or like Chiron's like, because Chiron technically is a Malivore monster, even though Cleo made him. But what if it's not, she's not actually in, like, what if that's all, because he's able to torture her, he's able to show her things, right?
Yeah, and it makes sense because like it was kind of like smoky a little bit, like how Cleo thought she woke up and was in the real world. It still had a smoky feel towards it, like it made it like it wasn't real. Like, yeah. I don't know, and the way that it vaguely, like, it just opened her up right there. I don't know,
but like that would be a way for Landon to get a hold of Hope, because right now, if she's just dead and in limbo, Landon's in Malivore, so how would they connect?
Yeah,
it has to be something that has to do with Malivore. Malivore has Hope's body. He's able to show people things, or like,
yeah. And isn't she leaving the train?
What if she woke up in Malivore instead? What if he consumed her?
I can't do that.
Wait, but the thing is, she need to consume blood in order for her to complete her transformation? If not, then she dies for good.
But wouldn't Malivore's portal almost be like a pause? Because her body would be in transition and she wouldn't wake up.
How does Danielle keep describing Handon's relationship?
Complicated.
Romeo and Juliet. Stop.
Pause.
A pause.
A pause. Yeah.
Hope is what, like, if Hope's in Malivore, her body is not waking up because her mind isn't there, which means there's nothing. Freya literally said, it's nothing. It's nothing. And Malivore is darkness.
So that's the point.
So if
what the fuck?
If Malivore has Hope's body, that means she will not wake up, like the parallel of 301, because she literally didn't wake up. Where was she? She just chose not to wake up. Like, where, like, you know, and there's a monster. She wouldn't just, like, I know we were thinking about River Styx and stuff, and that's where the red herring could come in, like where where we could be confused. But what if that's actually in Malivore? Because we already know Malivore can make people see things. He made Hope and MG see the 113 scene. He made Cleo see Jed. He made the necromancer in, like, that ice cream shop or whatever. So what if what Hope is seeing is actually in Malivore?
Because don't we see her in the train tracks, like in the train, like in the train thing? We see her there. So is that in Malivore? Like, with that, I'm pretty sure that would be in Malivore.
For transition.
He's trying to slow the process down.
Delay her transition. He's trying to delay it.
Free to grow.
Yeah. He's trying to delay it.
Yeah, because he already knows a plan to destroy her. He's going to try to figure out how to stop her.
But they had to show a reason for Landon jumping in to save Alaric and Caleb. And this would make sense. He's jumping in to save Hope. But that would be the only way that they could connect, because he wouldn't be in Hope's mind. He's in Malivore's.
And he's in a certain part too.
Yeah.
Because he's not out in the open like where Cleo is.
Malivore has her body. Because Caleb literally made a deal for Cleo for Hope's body, because he doesn't want her to become the tribrid. What better way to do it than to put her on a pause?
And then, like it said, Danielle has been describing the relationship as a pause.
Also, he said in the episode where she went into his mind, you could be with Landon and it would be real this time. It wouldn't be fake. It would be real this time. And she was like, in the darkness. all she had to do was follow the path, the light.
Landon gonna be like, nah, sis, you gotta get
And
out.
Isaiah said there was a light.
And he said that he was only just beginning to torture her. What better way than to torture her by giving her the real Landon, and then she might not want to wake up because she has the real Landon.
And then automatically he takes him away, and then she wakes up.
But he doesn't want
to.
That's
where.
Just like how he mentioned, that Hope always chooses everybody over Landon.
But like, how would they create a plan if Malivore knows what's going on inside on Landon's head? Malivore knows what Landon knows.
But Hope can. I don't know. But they've got to figure out something. They'll figure out something. Hope always figures out something. But if you think about it, he needs that tree to grow. He has access to dryads.
Oh, so that's why that tree probably blooming.
It's about to get real next week.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff we just said, how is she gonna fit in 40 minutes?
They're not gonna survive.
That was credited to Fur, so kudos to Fur and Leah because they were discussing it. So, you know, and I will always credit a person who comes up with something. I don't steal ideas.
Ooh.
Okay then. So
Yeah.
that was our week. That was our episode of Handon Weekly for episode 403. We all knew this day was coming. Hope set the line. Hope said it right. Yeah. Hope said it. I hope you guys, you know, come back next week and listen to us. Make sure to
like, comment, and subscribe. Our social medias will be linked. You know, for you to check out where our podcast is on different streaming platforms. And also a huge thanks for Bella, to Bella for coming up and showing up.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. You know, it's been a crazy episode.
No.
I'm down bad. Don't forget, me and Iz will also be having our reactions on YouTube. I don't know how long we're going to take. But it's going to be out tomorrow.
Iz's reaction this time, just not on video.
It's probably going to be a little bit longer for me this time because we are in Conyers right now, and you know, tomorrow we're going to be taking a few trips to a few places, so I won't have really time to edit. We'll probably edit like Saturday night or something like that.
To be honest, I have a quiz like literally after this, and yeah, so I'm gonna try to edit after like 4:00 and have it to you by like late Friday.
But anyways, guys, we survived Hope's death.
We have one more.
We survived. We got through the first part, which is hearing her last breath. But
now we gotta hear it.
We gotta figure out what's going on. But anyways, guys, thank you so much again.
Thank you. Also, Danielle, if you're watching this, we love you. You did amazing.
We love you, Danielle. If you're watching this anyway, good job, guys. We love this episode.
We love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.